Y'all, I've got a recipe that's special to me because it was a special friend that it was her favorite recipe for cornbread. And it just so happens it's in this issue, my Christmas issue of Cooking with Paula. And Phyllis owns Hoffman Media, who produces my magazine. She owns a lot. She does a lot of magazines through Hoffman Media. And she just passed away a while back. And I loved her. She was such a dear friend. And this is a picture of the two of us together in the kitchen. She is going to be missed by so many people. She was one of the smartest women I've ever met. And I think her first magazine was So-So, SEW, SEW. She was an incredible seamstress. There was nothing that she couldn't make. I think she made all her children's christening gowns and wedding gowns, and there was nothing she couldn't do. So like I said, she's going to be sorely missed. So this is in honor of you, my dear friend. She loved, let me see what the full name, browned butter and thyme cornbread. Now, I just made a cornbread that was kind of similar to this about a month ago. So I don't want y'all to confuse that one with this recipe. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to melt 3/4 of a cup of butter. And I don't want this to burn because I'm putting 10 sprigs of fresh thyme in there. And we're going to let it cook until the butter starts to brown, about 8 minutes. But you'll just need to be careful, because butter can burn pretty quickly. So I think I've got this all the way down on low because I do not want to burn it. But I do want it to turn brown, and I want that thyme to infuse itself in the butter. This is our browned butter, y'all. And it was browning good. And I removed the sprigs of thyme from it. And now I just need to wipe this pan, pretty clean, because I'm going to add the oil to our skillet. And then I'm going to put it in the oven because we want this. When I pour the cornbread mix in that pan, I want it to sizzle. So it'll probably take 8 to 10 minutes with the oven set on 400.
And I'm going to sit it in there for you.
Yes. Now it's hot and it's heavy. So to our butter, I'm going to be adding our buttermilk, our honey, and our eggs. Isn't that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, buttermilk, eggs, and honey. So I'm not going to pour those eggs over that hot butter. So I'm going to do this. And we're using 4 eggs. All right, it's time to put all of our dry stuff together. Our cornmeal, our flour, our baking powder, our pepper, our salt, and our fresh thyme. Okay, so we just want to stir this up real good. That thyme butter is heavenly, y'all. All right. I'm going to go ahead and add our honey. I got to cool that butter off some so that before I put the eggs in there, because I don't want it to cook our eggs. I think y'all can probably see why this was one of Phyllis's favorite recipes. And we're going to use a whole quart of buttermilk. And just a little information for you. When you're making cornbread, always use buttermilk. Always use buttermilk because it's so incredibly good. Okay. So it's safe to put our eggs in there now because that buttermilk was cold and it cooled it off for me. So you'll just want to make sure this is all incorporated. You can see that brown butter swirling through that mix. Great, great, great. All right. So I want to make sure this is mixed up real good. I hope our pan's getting hot, Teresa.
Yes, I just put it on high.
Oh, good.
And up the temperature.
Yeah, we want it sizzling. Just want to make sure this is incorporated real well. And now I'm going to make a well in our dry ingredients. And I'm going to pour that in. Now let's see, do we do it all at one time? Okay. It doesn't say. It looks like I can do it all at one time. You know, I can't remember. There's so many things rumbling around in this old head, y'all. So remember, this is our buttermilk, our eggs, and honey that's been mixed in with our butter, with our brown butter. This is going to make a lot of cornbread. All right, we got our pan good and hot, y'all. I'm going to just pour a little bit of that in the middle because I don't want this to stick. So here we go. Hope it sizzles. And it sizzles. All right, so in the oven, this goes 400 degrees for about 45 minutes, I think. I think it is.
No, I think it's
35 to 40.
I'll come get it.
My sweet Phyllis, my friend. I'll never taste this again without thinking of you. Oh, it's so good. So
You forget how good it is, don't you?
Yes. I was going to say, where's our butter? I know our butter's in it, but I have to have a wee little butter on my bite. So good. You know, this almost might work for cornbread stuffing. You know what?
The honey doesn't make it too sweet.
It's a little sweet, but that's the only thing. But it is so good. Got a little heat to it. I think you're going to love it. Good as Phyllis did. So Merry Christmas. from Phyllis and me and all the Hoffman Media gang and the Paula Deen gang. Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.